And good Tuesday morning, 9:07. It is the Chip Matthews Show with Jamie Creel.
What's going on, my man?
Not much. It's nice and cool outside. I think it's warmed up to 30 degrees from when I got here early this morning at 24.
It's been mighty brisk out there, no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And it's pleasant in the air. I guess I could lie to you and tell you that it's 60 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Since the state legislators are lying to people, telling everybody that you have education freedom now.
Yeah, every education
and school
freedom.
choice. You go wherever you want.
Yeah, it's free, man. Get on out there, boy.
What I mean, I am just wore out by people that keep going on the air and talking on the line, and people writing news articles that are saying that education freedom has come to Mississippi and it's all great, and none of it is true.
Okay. So where should we start?
Let's start in what is education freedom as it's written.
So as it's written is a bunch of garbage.
Right.
So man, I'm going to try not to lose my cool today.
Please go right
now,
ahead.
Well, no, this is a family show, hopefully. And if there's anybody out there that wants to call in and debate any of this, feel free to do so. But here's the scenario, okay?
Okay.
They tried to pass something last year,
right?
Okay? They basically tabled it. Then they come back and put 500 to 600 pages worth of documents in front of people.
Right.
And they only give you excerpts out of things to make you say, oh, yeah, I could be for that. They don't get into the teacher pay raises, the consolidation of schools, the accountability component. Man, this is a bunch of bunk. They know it. We know it. Go back to the drawing board, do something that we know something's going to hit the table sooner or later, but go back and do something that's good for all people.
It's a money grab.
Okay. So
I mean,
let's start here.
Yes.
Okay. Let's start here. So they say that this money is available for which people first?
The poor. Anybody making less than $55,000 a year.
All right. This is for the poor.
Right.
Okay.
So once again, it's a government program that not 80% of the state, 90% of the state can't participate in, maybe more than that.
Okay. So I'm not putting stereotypes on anyone.
Right.
But I'm going to ask you, what does the poorest of the poor look like in Mississippi? What does that family dynamic look like to you?
Okay. They got 4 or 5 kids.
4 or 5 kids.
They're sitting at the house. They're single mom or
they have multiple jobs.
And they live, let's say, for instance, there's no way that you would be able to get the kid to school.
How are you going to you can't get his ass up for the bus? How are you going to get up and drive in 45 minutes, 60 minutes away?
Right.
So you're basically pissing away this first come, first serve for these people that are trying to get out of these school systems. We need to figure out how to get our butt in there and help those schools that are struggling to where they don't have to go anywhere before we start sending them out, knowing they can't have the transportation to get anywhere. This is that makes zero sense to me.
Okay, so all this money would be run by it goes through the treasurer's office.
Correct.
Okay, so what the treasurer's office would create a new person in charge to make sure that
a third party probably
a third party would have to come in and approve these people, which gets us in the same situation where we got in MDHS where you're going to appoint some governor's friend or lieutenant governor's friend to come in there and run things. Yeah. Hold on, we got a phone call. Let's see what's happening. Good morning, WYAB. You're on the air.
Yeah, I know y'all are talking about the school reform, and I'm all about that choice. Whatever tax dollars you go, public, private, whatever. If we don't change the curriculum, it doesn't matter what school they go to. You're going to get BS over here, or you're going to drive 45 minutes to get BS over there. We got to change the way.
The whole system.
The whole system is screwed up. Just trash everything. Send everybody back to homeschooling for a year. Get it right, and then start back over. I don't know what else to do besides burn it all down because it's crap right now. And it doesn't matter how far you drive or how much money you throw at it. It's crap.
Exactly.
Yeah, and there's no accountability in most places either, and that's where the problem is. We got to come back. The problem is you start bringing more stringent accountability. We're going to talk in a minute about the teacher shortage that we had last year, mainly coming out of Benny Thompson's district. We talked about that numerous times, but now it's even worse this year. The new numbers just come out. Excuse me.
Again, that goes back to what I was saying. I don't care if you've got 300% of the teachers you need or 50% of the teachers you need. If the curriculum is crap, if you're teaching, junk, then it doesn't matter how many teachers you have. You're going to get junk.
So let me ask you.
Graduating, they're passing kids based on percentages, not on how they are actually educated.
I'll agree with some form of that. And let me ask you this about the curriculum. So what do you do? I mean, when the government mandates that you have to do this for this curriculum in order for a kid to graduate, yet he goes to a private school, he doesn't have that. How would you suggest adjusting the curriculum?
Well, one thing we have to do is educate the public and let them realize that their seniors are graduating and they can't read at the 5th grade level. Okay, I mean it's retarded, and I don't mean that offensively, but it is retarded. The system that we have our kids in, because you don't promote. Everybody gets a trophy. You don't promote them on the best of the class. You promote them on, okay, well, I know little Johnny over here, he's Asian or white and he has the best highest scores, but somebody else over there who's a different color gets the trophy because, we got to have a certain amount of POCs get trophies.
Yeah.
That's crap.
Well,
what county do you live in?
Holmes.
Okay.
Holmes County.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
So
I get it.
You in it.
Yeah.
And that somebody brought up an interesting scenario last week. They go, the people in Pickens would probably wind up going to Velma Jackson.
Yeah, and that
is
get them
actually,
into Madison County.
That's actually closer.
Yeah,
from where they go to school, don't they? Don't they go to either Holmes County, up to Goodman, or to Lexington?
Well, most of the kids
homeschooled.
Yeah. If you see my good buddy Michael Fancher up there, tell him I say hello. Do you know Michael?
I do not.
Yeah, he's a State Farm agent up there. Unfortunately, just messing with him, but he's my best friend from college, and he's a super guy. He used to be the mayor of West Mississippi.
Redbird Lounge.
Yeah. Well, appreciate the phone call, ma'am. You're 100% correct. The curriculum needs to be overhauled. The whole system needs to be overhauled. And, Trump said he's going to do it to the federal education system. I'm all about that, and let each state decide what this state needs and what we don't need, and let's go from there.
Back to the people.
Back to the people. Appreciate your call, man.
Hey, now, a lot of people, when they talk about, well, this is what Trump wanted. This isn't what Trump wanted.
No, I don't think so.
They're trying to, when Trump said education freedom, he was basically saying, I'm giving the school choice back to the schools, to the states, to take this money and educate their kids in a proper way.
That's what he said.
That's what he means.
And that's what he said.
Okay. And these people that are bending words, we have too many rhinos in politics here in Mississippi that are trying to take a Republican agenda of Trump and turn it into something different.
Right. Let's take our guy right here from Holmes County.
Right.
I mean, where are they going to send their kids? East Holmes Academy? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to have to drive 45 minutes to get to a school district that doesn't fit the criteria of what he just said.
Right.
You're failing schools all over the Delta, man. And you're going after the poorest of the poor. There is absolutely no way those people are going to be able to, back to our conversation earlier, get them to and from, and especially if they're playing extracurriculars and they're coming there at 5:30 in the morning or 10:30 at night. It's just not happening.
And a lot of those people feel like extracurricular is your way out. And I mean, in this day and age, you got to look at it this way. If you can play Division I football, it isn't no longer you got to make it to the pros to be wealthy. You can make it Division I football. You can graduate college as a millionaire and never have to play one down of pro football.
That's true. Now, they have said that all these people will not be eligible to play sports or be in the band or any extracurricular activities sponsored by the MHSAA for one calendar year if they choose to do this. So that is that's going to stop a lot of people right there.
But it's the goal. I mean, my thing on education freedom would be you should be able to do what you want to do. It shouldn't be I'm stopped.
Yeah.
I mean,
if you have the freedom to go to a school and the state's allowing it, you should be eligible to play there. That's why we don't need this crap.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to put in all these barriers saying, well, there's the thing where somebody's going to build up their football team to be better. Well, when the football team is better in any community, it helps bring the people together.
Oh,
I mean, that is, I mean, what you're looking for. I mean, look at any school that wins a state championship. It just brings everybody together and everybody gets behind them. And that is something that you shouldn't deny any child to go through, to experience. If you could go and be on a football team and it wins a national state title, that's a great thing.
When I became a school principal, Chip, the first thing I did is I went to 5 principals that I know were successful before me.
Right.
Every one of them said, you want to change the culture of a school, here's what you do. You have a winning football team and a prideful band.
And when you look at Clinton was once I would say it was a white community.
Yeah.
And then over time it is transformed into a black community.
Yeah.
But the reality is the culture of what was put there with winning teams and this, that, and the other, it is maintained through it all.
Clinton is an outlier. That's where I graduated from. We're about 78-80%. When I went to school there in the 80s, it is flip-flopped to about 70-something% black now. And the school dynamics have not changed as far as what the expectations are and how they achieve.
It's back to if you put in a good framework,
Yep.
there's not a problem.
There's not a problem.
And the problem with the state's plan is there is no framework.
Yeah.
They need to go back and fix the framework of the whole system.
Yeah.
We need to consolidate. We got 144 districts, and there's one county in that. When you think of that, in the 144 districts, there's one county that has
No school.
no school,
Yeah.
at all.
That's right.
No school at all.
No private, no public.
Okay, we'll be back with more right here with the Jamie Creel and Chip Matthews on the Chip Matthews Show on WYAP.
That's right.
No school at
No
all.
private, no public.
Okay, we'll be back with more right here with the Jamie Creel and Chip Matthews on the Chip Matthews Show.
1039 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Surf and Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk. When you feel like your business is drowning in paperwork and compliance issues, it's time to call Peoplease. Let Peoplease take care of the busy work so that you can save valuable time and focus on what really matters, growing your business. Peoplease is based in Ridgeland, so you're always dealing with local professionals who will actually understand your business and its needs. Join thousands of satisfied clients who trust Peoplease to simplify their employee administration. Visit peoplease.com. That's peoplease.com to learn more.
Looking for farm fresh produce, high quality local beef, dairy, and desserts? Look no further than the Farm Store in Flora. We've got the sweetest, juiciest fruits and vibrant vegetables from Two Dog Farms, plus premium beef, all from right here in the community. Whether you're cooking up a feast or just grabbing a healthy snack, the Farm Store has got you covered. Freshness you can taste, prices you'll love. Find us on Facebook at The Farm Store by Two Dog Farm.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Come see me, Jamie Creel, and let us help protect what is important to you.
Hi, Kim Wade here. Corcoran Door Company has been providing quality residential garage and commercial overhead door products to Mississippians for over 50 years. Corcoran Door is a supplier of garage door parts and services such as LiftMaster, commercial and residential door operators, as well as Clopay, sectional commercial and residential doors, Asta, commercial sheet and rolling steel doors, and Cornell, rolling steel and shutters, with many in stock for the same-day pickup. CorcoranDoor.com. That's CorcoranDoor.com.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Presley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Presley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
If you've had an accident, remember Clinton Body Shop. We work for you, not your insurance company. Don't be misled by someone telling you that you will have to pay more than your deductible. Our shops hold multiple certifications from the makers of today's vehicles. We are the longest running ICAR Gold Class certified repair facility in Mississippi. We know how to repair your vehicle, and we will work with your insurance company on your behalf. In Clinton and in Richland, we work for you. We take pride in perfection.
Health has always been reactive, focused on fixing problems as they happen. But with Blue Primary Care, we're taking a proactive approach, working with you to help you understand your health and empowering you to be healthy. It's time to prioritize you, your health, and your life. The results? Less worrying and more living. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show with Jamie Creel as we talk about school choice, school freedom, and all the wonderful things that the government has just passed to make our life so much better. Not.
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing that people should take away from this is never in the history of my life has something as big as this issue gotten through that quick
and that narrow. I mean, you're looking at one vote one way or the other. You know, this is a situation where every vote matters.
Let's go to this phone. YB, good morning. Hello.
Hey, Howard.
We're doing good. How are you doing?
Look, I want to weigh in on this. The teachers are hamstrung because they're having to teach to the state test. Used to, we had textbooks, and that's what we went by. And we learned something. Now they're just teaching the answers to the test. And one thing, Mr. Creel, which one of the Creel boys from Clinton is your daddy?
Jimmy.
Oh, can you fight good as he could?
Look, I try to beat him with my mouth, sir. I'm not interested in fighting anywhere. What's your name, sir?
My name is Buddy Cooper.
Okay,
and
Mr.
I
Buddy.
went to school with them boys.
What year did you graduate from Clinton?
1961, yeah.
Wow.
I graduated with Jack.
Yeah.
There you go.
You know, Jack passed away about a year and a half ago. And
I know that. I didn't hear it until about 2 months after.
Yeah. And
but I'm going to tell you what, Joe Daddy and his brothers are some of the best men that ever set foot in shoe leather.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. There's a lot of people
that
say that.
Say this. When I was in a fight, I was on their side.
Yes, sir. too many of them. Too many of them.
But now, we had educators that were really teachers back then.
100%.
We learned history, and I have substitute taught. I managed to get a fairly good education, and when I went into a substitute situation, I wasn't there to babysit. I wanted to learn something.
That's right.
And these textbooks are dumbed down. You got one little paragraph in a history book on George Washington.
Mm-hmm.
One paragraph.
And nothing about current day.
No, we spent 1 year on American history, 1 year on world history. We got government, we got civics, and we got Mississippi history.
That's right.
We learned some things. And, you know, we had a librarian there that made us read. She made me read.
Right.
And I will say this right now, the education that I got at Clinton High School is as good as most colleges today.
I agree with that. Let me share on something you said, Mr. Cooper. Here's the deal.
Now you can call me Buddy.
All right, Mr. Buddy, here's the deal. You cannot have accountability in the public schools And there's a thing in this HB2 that says that the private school shall not be accountable. So you cannot give people money and be accountable in one area and then not be accountable in the next. That just does not work in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So if you want to give the taxpayers dollars out for people to go for educational freedom or school choice or whatever you want to say, everybody needs to be marching to the same drum on accountability. There is no way, shape, form, or fashion, black, white, yellow, green, doesn't matter. You can't have accountability in one and not in the other, and it doesn't make sense. And I think if we do that, then they might could get something passed on this issue. But there's no way anybody in their right mind would stand for having accountability in one and no accountability in the other and letting their public tax dollars go into these private institutions. Not going to happen.
Let me say this about the private institution. How come a private school, I sent my boys in their last 3 years to private school. How come they can give a whole lot better education than the public school, and they do it for less money? Now, you know, I sent my boys to a Christian academy because I didn't feel like they were getting a proper education. And they came out and have been successful. And they had a good curriculum in the school. It wasn't, you know, they didn't pass it just because I was chunking money at it. But they did it for a whole lot less per student than the public school does. And that source of accountability comes in. Why aren't we educating kids and teaching them something to go through life instead of teaching them how to take a test?
Yeah. So here's the thing, buddy. When you go to a private school, and I taught at a private Christian school at Hillcrest and Greenville Christian, amongst others, and University Christian, I taught at all three of those. But here's the situation. When you pay for your child to go to school, whether it's $5,000 a year or $10,000 a year, all of that money is basically going towards curriculum. In the public school education, you have monies that are going towards getting the kids there, the transportation component. You have the component of the food and the cafeteria program. I guarantee you, every day you sent those kids to private school, you gave them lunch money. Okay. There's other fees that are tied to the private schools, but you can educate a kid, and Mississippi's proven that, for $5,000 to $7,000 a year. That's not a problem. The law comes in numbers, and you can educate people with quality educators by doing that. It's when you start having to pay for transportation, food costs, and things like that, that's when it starts escalating up and getting into a whole nother realm of monies.
Well, let me say this on mine, and I wish somebody would push this in the school, public school. My boys went to, and you'll know it, they went to a PACE academy.
Okay.
They got individual instructions. They went at their own pace.
Right.
And my boys at the time were pursuing martial arts.
Okay.
I was teaching them. We were traveling to tournaments. I would call Miss Charlotte up, the head mistress, and say, we're going to be gone the week of so-and-so. And she'd say, got it. Well, when the time came, they took out that week. We went. When we came back, they were right on the page.
There you go.
She got them ahead. Also, there was no cheerleading. You went to school.
Right.
And you went to be educated, and there wasn't anything else going. And I'm going to say the biggest gripe I had against public schools, my youngest son, they told me he had reading problems, comprehension problems. I carried him down. I'll tell you where it was. He may be Crystal Springs Christian Academy.
Okay.
The first semester, he got A's in English. I got an appointment. I told her, I said, look, just because I'm paying you a wad of money, don't pass it. I said, they've told me he can't read. She says he does great. She opened up the desk. She had hot rod magazines, motorcycle magazines, that kind of stuff. She said, he's doing his English out of this. Said he can read. He just didn't want to read what they threw at him.
I get it.
Gotcha.
I get it.
Thank you.
Appreciate the call, Mr. Cooper.
Hey.
Oh, look, give your daddy my regards.
I've already texted him and told him you said hello.
All right, you got my phone number. I know it rings up there. Give him my number. Tell him to call me.
Okay.
I'll do it. Appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you. You know, we're going to have to take a break, but the school thing, the teacher thing, that is a big part of this. And we're going to come back and talk the school system is down how many teachers this year?
6,500 this year with teacher assistants and teachers, as opposed to 2,963 last year in the educational field. It's getting worse, man.
We got it all under control with education freedom. We'll be right back.
Educational field. It's getting worse, man.
We got it all under control with education freedom. We'll be right back.
1039 WYAB.
Have you thought about the cost of long-term care? In Mississippi, a home health aide can cost over $57,000 a year, and a private nursing home room can exceed $109,000 annually. Hi, my name is Cressley Pierce at Pierce Professional Agency. Long-term care insurance may help protect your savings and give you more options and peace of mind as you age. Learn how planning ahead could save you money and stress. Find me, Cressley Pierce, online today at MadisonPlans.com. That's MadisonPlans.com.
Hi, this is Lee Atkins of Home Care Plus in Ridgeland. We are a proud carrier of Abena Premium Incontinence products. Abena has the most absorbency available, making changes and leaks less likely. After 7 years as a seller, I can tell you these products are amazing and worth every penny to quality of life for patient and caregiver. And we ship all incontinence products as well. So please come see us at Home Care Plus in Ridgeland for all the incontinence needs of you or your family member. That's Home Care Plus in Ridgeland.
Looking for adventure, amazing food, and a little relaxation all in one place? You'll find it at Cypress Point Resort in Brandon. Load up the family and experience a real drive-through safari, petting zoo, and thrilling guided Jeep tours. Then slow it down with mouth-watering steaks at the steakhouse, or grab drinks and live music at the tavern. Planning a wedding or reunion? Cypress Point Resort has beautiful venues and cozy lodging. Ready for your big day or just a weekend escape? It's everything you love about the outdoors with a touch of luxury. Cypress Point Resort. Wild fun right around the corner.
If you want the best health care, where do you go? The Mayo Clinic. If you want the best care for your vehicle, where do you go? Mayo Auto Clinic in Raymond. Mayo Auto Clinic does foreign and domestic vehicles and diesel repair. Mayo Auto Clinic has ASE certified techs with over 25 years of experience. You can extend the life of your car or truck when you take it to Mayo Auto Clinic. For cost-effective repairs and maintenance, go to the best Mayo Auto Clinic. Open weekdays at 7 a.m. Highway 18 in Raymond.
Looking to elevate your ride? Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck have you covered. From rugged bumpers to sleek step bars, Weston's top-notch accessories will transform your truck into a head-turner. And at Rick's Pro Truck, we specialize in custom installations that bring your vision to life. Visit us today for expert advice and unbeatable deals. Weston Automotive and Rick's Pro Truck, where your truck's potential comes alive. Weston and RPT. Trucks live here.
Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store. LS Tractor understands your passion for the land, and just like you, LS Tractor is committed to excellence and superior products. LS Tractor comes with a long list of standard features that are unmatched by other brands and backed with the LS commitment to provide exceptional customer service and satisfaction. You get a lot more for your money with the LS Tractor. Come to the Tractor Store in Richland to experience the LS difference. The Tractor Store in Richland.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
It is the Chip Matthews Show with Jamie Creel. Of course, we're talking about Beethoven's. He and I were talking about the new restaurant we have out on the reservoir, Beethoven's, and Acme Pizza is located in there, and the Fork and Flame, and the barbecue restaurant, and Scooby's on the deck. And I was just telling him, every time I turn around, it's completely full.
That's a blessing, man. You know, you just need to get up every morning thanking the Lord for blessing your business and you know.
Well, the next thing I got to do is get up and start cooking breakfast.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, because it's got the best view of the reservoir.
That's awesome,
and
man.
So it's got to happen. But anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about, because it seems to be a hot button subject: school choice, school education freedom. And, you know, I hear people on the air crying and saying they're trying to take care of the teachers, but the teachers aren't listening because the education bill is so good for them. No,
Yeah.
it's not.
No. Before Buddy called in, we're going to talk about the consolidation piece.
Right.
So buried in this HB2 bill, okay? And if I'm not, allegedly, someone from Starkville proposed this. Now, are you familiar with the dynamics of Copiah County.
To a degree, yes.
Okay, so you have 2 school districts in Copiah County.
Okay.
You have the Copiah County School District, which makes up of Wesson, which is predominantly white,
Right.
and Crystal Springs, which is I don't know the dynamics of Crystal Springs, but it's a different dynamic than Wesson.
Right.
And then over here on the other side, you have Hazelhurst
Right.
School District. Okay. Well, somebody had the bright idea of placing in this HB2 that by the year 2028 that we will consolidate those 2 school districts. Okay. And those board members would be done by supervisor
appointments,
pretty much by the supervisors districts.
Okay.
Yep. And they would in turn appoint a superintendent and an assistant superintendent.
Okay.
Now, this is like they don't get along. Okay. And the reason there are multiple school districts or multiple districts within counties is because of that dynamic of people not getting along.
Right.
Back during my time when I was coming up, you had North Natchez and South Natchez, and they couldn't take it anymore. They combined 2 great programs athletically and academically. When you combine them, it all went to crap.
Right.
When you have 2 schools that don't get along like this, 2 school districts, you're better off combining schools in the same school district than you are combining 2 separate school districts. They have been separated for many, many years for a reason, just like Pearl and Rankin County, just like Clinton and Hines County or JPS,
and
Canton and Madison. I mean, it is but for somebody to single that school district out and to make it the model of what districts should be looking like going down the road is absolutely asinine.
So they just picked out certain school districts?
They just picked out one.
One.
There's only one school district, to my knowledge, in HB2 that singles out Copiah County, and it says Copiah County School District with Crystal Springs and Wesson will be combined with Hazelhurst. Now, I'm telling you, I haven't spoken to anybody from Hazelhurst School District, but I can tell you, I would bet you $1 to a donut that there's not anybody in Copiah County schools that want them to be consolidated.
I can see that. I mean, why one county? That's okay. That gets us from 144 to 143.
Yeah.
I guess that's a start, right? And we're going to do it 3 or 4 years from now, right?
In 28.
Yeah.
They're and there's
that's sort of like the tax cuts. We'll do them. We're no more taxes, but we're going to pay them for the next 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, it's just I get the consolidation efforts of some of these. I truly do. There's got to be there's multiple obviously in a lot of the districts, but I just don't think for you to single out a single district like that in this bill like this. I mean, that's what I'm telling you when I told you when I first come on the show today. There is too many things that are hidden agendas that are in this HB2. And then I watched that whole 4 hours the other day in the House. Okay. They're not even entertaining a freaking amendment.
Right.
Okay. I mean, they're just like, the hell with it. Okay.
Right.
We're not even entertaining that.
Right.
And to do that is wrong. The representative for Copiah County, Becky Curry, had raised her hand to do an amendment about the second hour roughly in the House deal.
Right.
Okay. When it came time to announce her amendment, she passed.
Right.
Now, I know for a fact that people were sending her messages while she was sitting in this long discussion, asking her to amend that out of the bill to get Copiah County out of the way. She said, I got you. We'll do it, whatever, allegedly. Okay. And then she raised her hand to do the amendment. And when they acknowledged her, she passed. You got to have some marbles. You're going to stand up there. Even though she voted no, she had a chance to take that out of the whole component and be done with it. Those people in Copiah County are livid now.
And now the question is, why wouldn't you at that point go ahead and say something? Is some kind of pressure coming down the pipe?
It has to be
from Republican leadership. I mean, that's all I can see. And Republican leadership is not being very Republican, or rather conservative at all.
Well, saying it's either our way or the highway. I mean, this is. I mean, if somebody could get me in a corner, Chip. Okay, and I'm highly educated.
Right.
Now, I may not sound like it all the time, but I bet I'm highly educated.
Okay.
If somebody could sit me down in the corner and explain to me in all truth how this HB2 works or how school choice works and the benefits of it, and let it be fair now, because there's not a damn thing I've seen from start to finish that's fair about any of it.
Well, I mean, you got 540 pages of what? Why can't it just be simple? School choice, people get to pick where they go to school.
Yeah.
That would be it.
They
And
get to do that now. I mean, that's what people don't. You can move, but here's the
Yeah,
thing:
you can move.
Yeah, but so if you live in a county,
Right.
okay, like say where I live, okay,
Yeah.
my kids have choices. They can go to the city school.
Right.
All right, we had to pay $250 to go to the
Right.
city school. We can pay $250 to go to either one of the other 3 county schools. We pay $7,000 and go to the private school, or we could go out of district into another county for $650.
Right.
Well, just do it. If that's what you want to do it. Don't put it on the Mississippi taxpayers to not do it.
Right.
Those choices exist already to go even as far as a county-wide. Just go ahead and do it.
Because what will happen next is they'll say, well, you did this to me, but now you got to provide me with education. Now you got to provide me with a meal. Now you got to provide me with all the other things that I would get if I didn't pick my kid. Let's say you put your kid in a private school. They offer less and less of those things.
They do. They do.
know?
Yeah.
And you're going to say, no, they're not getting a fair playing field. We got to fund it all.
Yeah.
And that's what we're headed to.
You know, I gave a crash course when I first started being on the show with you about
Right.
how the different monies flow into the districts. Well, so if they're giving roughly $7,000 for a kid to transfer into another school, but if he qualifies for dyslexia, speech therapy, there's an additional $2,000 each
Right.
that can follow that child around. And yet you're going to have a third party that's monitoring that $5 million or whatever it is slush fund over here to accommodate these kids moving into these other districts, be it private or public, to be successful. That's still not enough. You can't do it that way, man.
And the
Just-
guy and the slush fund guy, he would hold the cards on whether you got in or didn't.
It seems like to me, and plus they're going to be dragging a 3 to 5% administration fee off of it.
And then they're allowed to make 3% administration fee, and they're allowed to invest and make another 3%. Is what I think I saw.
Yeah,
but
3% of 5 million. What is that?
I don't know.
150,000.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, the consolidation
But
component.
just think about in the future when the all the other things come on time, when the data centers, and then you look at like where we were just talking off air about Warren County. Warren County was against it, but they voted for it.
All the schools, they had that meeting. The school board said we renounce the school choice. There was a legislator over there that voted for it. And I'm wondering now if they are tying some of these data centers. Surely they're not tying the data center rewards into voting yay or nay for a school choice bill. Sure. I mean, because it seems like to me the data center stuff would be much larger scale, on the front end of the financial deal than the school choice.
Well, I mean, we all know that in Madison County, they say Canton gets, somebody gave me a figure of $21,000 a student is what we currently have to educate. And in Madison County is what, 13, 14,000?
13.5. Yeah.
Okay. So that just means that Canton doesn't have anybody in school.
Is the Nissan plan, is it solely in Canton District?
I believe so.
Well, that would be,
part of it.
Yeah.
But they're saying that number could double for money per child when the data centers come on. So it would be to 42,000.
Look, if you can't educate a kid
You can't
for $42,000 a year,
Welcome
you need
to
to get the hell out of the business, sir.
Welcome to Canton.
Send them to me. I'll educate them.
But I mean, you sit there and the private schools are doing it for less than $6,000 or $7,000, right? A student.
Well, depends. Yeah. I mean, some of them, you can get into a private school for $6 to $7 grand. I mean, most of them, you go to your preps, JAs, MRAs, you're probably looking at double digits.
Now, there's something else that somebody brought up to me that they went to school the other day and saw a program. One of the, I don't know what program it was. I don't know. It was Martin Luther King program or something. But none of the kids there spoke English.
Wow.
In Mississippi, can you go to school and not know English?
Yes. It happens all the time.
Is isn't that something that the state legislature should actually look at?
Well, so they have ESL, English as a second language,
Right.
all over public schools in Mississippi. The problem is it's getting overloaded so quick, so fast that they can't keep up.
Well, I mean, am I wrong? I mean, isn't America the land of English?
It is.
Okay.
They need to be speaking English before they get in
And the
there.
same in Mississippi.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that anybody should be able to go to school. We should not be conforming to other countries to educate our children in this state.
100%.
Those are things that the legislature can do.
Yeah,
and look at-
and the State Department of Education. I mean,
because I would think with the educational barrier there, it costs more money to educate
Sure
in
it
two
does.
languages.
oh, absolutely. I mean, you had to hire that extra resource teacher,
Right.
So,
And then different material, right, in their hands.
well, you would think it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you have to get some base material first. But look at this, Chip. So when you have the law requires kids between ages of, 4 or 5 to the age of up to 21 special needs that we're required or can educate a kid in the public school system.
Right.
So when you have somebody who can't speak English move into the area, they have to be going to school, or you're against the state law by not attending. So it's kind of a catch-22 situation. I mean, and then you get this, and I'm no way, shape, form, or fashion stereotyping here, but you have people from all over trying to come in and run chicken houses all over the place. Okay. And when these chicken houses open up, now you have 9 to 10 school age children that are moving in with these people that are working in these chicken houses, and you're trying to educate them. Zero English being spoken in those areas. That's very prominent, or over in East Mississippi, South Mississippi, where all these places have popped up.
Now, that's a problem that you need to solve.
Yeah.
Figuring out where a kid's going to go to school is not a problem we need to solve.
That's right.
That's already solved. You live where you go to school, just like you vote where you go to school.
Or you could start setting up another school that would house non-English speaking students.
Well, what you do there is you just say, okay, you got to go through courses and be reevaluated. Because I mean, if you come to America and you don't speak English, that's a problem to begin with.
And that's us giving in, which we always do.
We got to quit. We got to quit. We'll be back with more with Jamie Creel right here on
And
WYAB.
that's us giving in, which we always do.
We got to quit.
Yep.
We'll be back with more with Jamie Creel right here on WYAB.
Keep it tuned here to 103.9 WYAB.
Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is leveling up. A whole new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris is now open at the Reservoir at Beethoven's Boardwalk in Ridgeland, right next door to Cock of the Walk. And the new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris will have all of your old favorites too, like the Acme Dynamite Balls and Garlic Knots, and the best specialty pizzas ever, like the Pig, the Sergeant Pepperoni, the Serpent Turf, and lots more. Come to the all-new Acme Pizza and Daiquiris location on the Res in Ridgeland, next door to Cock of the Walk.
Your roof is constantly exposed to the elements, battling dirt, algae, and stains. But with Watkins Construction and Roofing Roof Wash Service, you can keep it looking like new. A proprietary rooficide treatment is EPA approved, safe, and guaranteed to prevent algae from coming back for at least 2 years. No harsh chemicals, no damage, no black streaks. Just a clean, beautiful roof that lasts. Call Watkins Construction and Roofing at 601-966-8233 or visit nomoreroofstains.com today.
Attention homeowners and business owners. Complete Exteriors is now Elite Roofing and Gutters. Are your roof and gutters storm ready? The folks at Elite are your local experts in storm protection. Now is the time for an inspection and for proactive solutions that ensure your roof and gutters can withstand any storm. Get up to a possible $250 rebate on a new roofing system for all active military, veterans, and retirees. Online at EliteRoofer.com.
At Sandifer Orthodontics, we believe in family, tradition, and community. From kids to adults, Sandifer offers state-of-the-art orthodontic care with complimentary consultations, so everyone in the family can smile with confidence. Sandifer Orthodontics proudly supports Tri-County Academy and the Building on Tradition campaign, so a short drive to local businesses like Sandifer helps TCA thrive. Begin the journey to a beautiful smile at SandiferOrtho.com. Sandifer Orthodontics, Highland Village, Jackson, and Gateway Drive in Brandon.
Looking for the sweetest spot in Mississippi? Well, bring the whole family to Mississippi Candy Company. From gummies and nostalgic candies to rich chocolate and creamy Hershey's ice cream, there's a treat for everyone at Mississippi Candy Company. Enjoy freshly made, flavor-packed popcorn, even tasty lunch specials featuring their signature smash burger. Folks, they're to die for. Grandparents, bring your grandkids in today to Mississippi Candy Company, where every visit is a delight. Located 102 D's Drive, Gluckstadt, and also find them on Facebook.
We all love the farm-to-table food concept, right? Well, at Burnt Corn Farm, they bring you locally grown flowers straight from the farm to the vase. With a wide selection of flowers and excellent service, Burnt Corn Farm will make your next party or shower a southern delight. Sign up for a monthly bouquet subscription, and their farm-fresh flowers will brighten your days all season long. You can also book your next family photo session in their wildflower field. That's Burnt Corn Farm on Facebook and Instagram.
I'm here with John Ravenstein, and John, you sure seem to love what you do.
What's not to love?
Working with diamonds and gemstones?
Ever since I was a kid, growing up in Northeast Jackson, I dreamed of being a jeweler.
You knew that early on what you wanted to be in life?
I would ride my bike every day after school, all the way down to my parents' store on Capitol Street to clean the jewelry cases, just to see every diamond I could. It was amazing.
Like a kid in a candy store, huh?
And right then I knew it was either that or a rock star.
I didn't know you could sing.
You know, I can't. That's why I'm a jeweler.
I don't know, John. If you think about it, you got thousands of fans.
Yeah.
And women who adore you.
Okay.
You're a rock star.
I guess you're right. And these are my Rolling Stones.
Juniker Jewelry, Mississippi's direct diamond importer. From anywhere in Mississippi, we're at 1485 Highland Colony Parkway, just south of 463 in Madison, and JunikerJewelry.com.
Welcome back to the Chip Matthews Show, and here is your host, Chip Matthews.
I am Chip Matthews. He, of course, is Jamie Krill, and this is the Chip Matthews Show on WYAB. Talking school choice, school education. I'm not going to sit here and cry while I'm talking about
Do
the
it,
show.
Chip. I want to see you.
I
Do it.
it's not-
I see the water in your eyes, boy.
I just feel so bad for everybody that is just uneducated on what we're doing. We're
Yeah.
trying to help the people. We're trying to help the people.
I just want to say one thing, Chip. I am available for anybody that has a radio show that
Yes.
is pro school choice and
wants to talk.
And wants to talk.
And
Yeah.
I that's what my thing is. I'm not for the current system or against the current. I'm for the education of the system. This what we've done we're not doing anything to fix anything.
If something comes out that makes sense, I'll be the first one to jump in line and get behind it.
Yeah, I mean, the more you go deeper into it, you find out, okay, we're going to consolidate Copiah County. We're only going to let 10,000 students who are poor, who can't get around and get to where they need to get to already, get the money to go to school somewhere else, but we don't know how they're going to get there.
Yeah,
because
Well, you start opening transportation from county to county or district to district, boy, you talking about a mess.
Oh yeah,
and financial restraints and everything else.
And hours in the day. Think about it. You're going to put you got 2.5 to 3 hours in each kid transportation to school.
Yeah.
I mean, because you can't go from pick them up and carry them to school and bring them back. You got 2.5, 3 hours in that.
Right. I do want to applaud you too, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you have not just kept me on the show. You brought people from both sides to try to educate.
Right.
And that's all we're trying to do. Like I said, I'm not so dead. If you show me something that me as I was an educator, I was an administrator. I know what the school system looks like. I know when somebody's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. Okay. If somebody can show me something that makes sense logically, then I have an open mind. I mean, but right now this does not make sense.
It's just got to work.
And it doesn't work.
And, you know,
putting the extra tax dollars on the Mississippi people, raising the taxes, public dollars for private, none of that stuff makes sense to me. Okay.
And that, look, and I think that enough people pay taxes, school taxes, to where a kid, if he wanted to go to school wherever he wanted to go, he could go and the money could follow him. I like that idea, but that's not the idea. And if it's an idea that we're trying to get to, then we need to be working on a plan, not passing some junk and saying that we've done something.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to say, well, we're going to reform that, and it's already in the state law. And then they probably got it set up to where some bureaucrats can start tickling with everything and doing what they want to with the money. And that's how they get these things set up. That's how we wind up losing control. And then somebody gets in control of all the money and steals all the money.
Right.
That's the way it works.
Yep. I agree with you.
Because I look at, like, I'm new to this Pearl River Valley Water Authority situation out the reservoir because I'm on a building that has a leasehold on it. But you look at that. That is bureaucracy out of control. I mean, you pay the lease, you pay the taxes, but you don't elect anybody that is going to control your destiny and what goes on in your world.
Yeah.
Think about it. I mean, that is a reality.
We need to come up, if you legislators out there are listening, we need to come up with a way, and we could talk more about this next week, the teacher component of the HB2, but we need to come up with a way to legitimately entice teachers to go into teaching fields that care about kids, that care about educating kids, to where they can be financially rewarded to stay in it for the long run to see this thing out.
And then they need to think right now, you're 6,900. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what it is.
6,900 teachers short for next year, right?
You talking the teacher shortage? Yeah,
the commitment letters are now. You commit.
Yeah, 3,900 on the teacher vacancies, 2,600 other personnel, which includes teacher assistants, bus drivers, cafeteria workers. So 6,500 vacancies right now throughout the state, and as opposed to 2,936 straight up teachers a year and a half ago. So that number's jumped by 1,000. So we need to get something to entice these people to get in the game, stay in the game. You'll be financially rewarded later in the game. And it's just simply not happening. Okay. We're going to be beating on this subject matter all the way through this legislative session because it's just that important. And a lot of people don't understand all of it. And until somebody can come on here and explain it to us, we don't agree with it. I agree. That's right. Well, that's going to do it for us. Jamie Creel, thanks for being here today. My pleasure, Chip. And I will, of course, be back tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m. Andrew Gosser Show is next. Remember, this afternoon is Kim Wade and the Radio Strongman. And then every morning at 7 a.m. it is, of course, Clay Edwards Show. And Lindsay will be in later on today, and she'll be talking about this school choice, but she just doesn't seem to get it. Okay. That's all I got to say. I'm ready to come on the show, Lindsay. Okay. See y'all. All right. Bye.